What is love? Actually, I've discovered that there's three types of love. There's like this passionate and romantic love. Then there's compatible love. And then there's unconditional love, which most people never experience, and most people maybe have heard the concept, but they have actually no idea what it means. But let's find out what is love. Hi, this is Marko from pappatalks, and to you, my lovely daughters, I love you so much, and to everyone else, thank you for stumbling upon my videos. And I know that someday, some way, somehow my videos will benefit you. So now let's talk about love. When I was a teenager, there was a cool song, Let's Talk About Love. Hey, what is love? Baby don't hurt me, something like that.
What is love? Baby don't hurt me no more.
It was my very first real girlfriend with whom I was like maybe a year or 2 years together, and I did some bad things. She left me and I remember it was the time when we listened to music with these little plastic cassettes. That kind of little thing went into a music machine and you could listen to songs. Very cool old stuff. So anyways, I made her a mixtape, and this song What is Love was one of the songs, and another one I don't remember. There were two love songs repeating after another, and I sent her the tape and she took me back, and we were a little bit more together. But then at the school party where she went, actually it was in 𝐼𝐸 because she lived like 10 kilometers from here, and my grandparents lived here, and it was the time when I only visited my grandparents here in 𝐼𝐸. I lived in Tallinn. I was maybe 17 or something like that. And then at this school party I met another girl, fell in love with her, broke up with my first girlfriend, and with the second girlfriend I was together, I don't know, few years. But this relationship ended the same way it started, only this time she left me because at the place where I worked, she met another guy, fell in love, and left me. So what I did to my first girlfriend, she did to me, and that's the way karma works. And and karma is a bitch. Now I know it better than anything else, because absolutely everything I have done to someone, I got it all back. But I'm pretty sure I got it like worse. And to me it seems like if you do some harm, you get at least 2 or 3 times harder the same thing that you did. So basically, back to the story. So what is love? Maybe you already have like your first falling in love moments. Maybe you already have had or have your first boyfriend right now. I don't know. Maybe you already love someone, or you think you love them. So let's discuss about these 3 different loves. First one, romantic love, passionate love. It's basically almost the same as falling in love. You feel the rush, you feel the excitement, you feel the butterflies in your stomach, and that's probably one of the best feelings in the world. And of course it's nice and when you fall in love, you're like, even if it happens the second or third or whatever time, you still like believe, or you want to believe, or you feel like this feeling, this will last forever. This time it will last forever, because you don't see absolutely no reason why it shouldn't. There is nothing the person could do that would change how you feel about them. At least that's how you feel. She or he, your partner, is so wonderful. It's like the best person in the world, and you are so happy, and this all is great. Sadly, this feeling doesn't last. And you can check out, you can Google about like science behind falling in love. Not that I want to take away any romance or something like that, but yeah, basically falling in love is all about chemicals in our brain that affects our critical and radical thinking. So yeah. Anyways, this is a great feeling, and the passionate love actually is like it goes a little bit further. You've already been together for some time, but you still feel, basically you're so passionate. But the passion, or I think they call it like the honeymoon phase also. And when the time goes by, well, it differs. Maybe it's like 6 months, maybe 3 months, maybe a year, something like that. But then the rush kinda goes away. And for a lot of people, they think that if this passion and rush and the like overwhelming, I don't know, sexuality kind of vanishes. You still like the person, but this excitement, this rush, it's the time when you start seeing the things that you maybe don't like so much about your partner. Maybe they do something the way you don't want. Maybe you have some problems or some misunderstandings in your sex life, and that kind of starts bothering you. You didn't notice them before, or you noticed but you didn't think that this is a big deal. Or all the little things that you kind of didn't look at them because they felt like, it's nothing, you're so in love, so you don't care about these mundane little things. But when the rush goes away, you start to notice, and some things might even start to like really bother you. And that's the time when people might think that the love is gone, the love is over. So it's good time or good reason to end the relationship and to go after the next one, because the rush or the falling in love is basically like a drug. You are addicted, you can get addicted. So if the rush goes away, you need another dose. You want to feel it again, you want to feel alive again. And your life seems so like boring maybe. So you want that feeling again, so you leave your partner and go after another. And what happens, people tend to repeat. The next partner comes and the cycle begins again. You fall in love, and when the rush and everything goes away, you break up. So what's compatible love? Number 2. It's basically when the first love lose their power over you, but you still love the partner. You actually love them. You want to be with them. You enjoy being with them. Even like it was with your mom. This is one thing that's very special for me, at least, is when you can be with someone without talking, and you feel good. You don't feel like there's something missing. You don't feel like you have to talk. Because with some people, when you don't talk, you don't feel good. You feel uncomfortable because the silence is uncomfortable. But if you're with the right person, you can go for a walk like half an hour, and don't talk at all. And you are so happy and you feel good because you are walking with the right person. And that's amazing, and that's a big deal for me. And that's something I actually absolutely need from a partner, or to put it another way, if I can't be in silence comfortably with someone, I can't be with them. So the compatible love comes after the passionate love kind of runs its course. And it's actually a love that grows over time. It grows stronger. It's when partners are growing together, they actually accept one another with their good and bad things, and you kind of love them more and more and more. And that's usually, if two partners feel the same way, that's usually the relationship that will last. Not forever, but well, as when death do us part, when people die, they usually don't break up because they're growing, they're building their relationship together. They're helping one another, they're accepting one another, the partners are overcoming all the obstacles together, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, what is unconditional love? Well, that's something I've heard many times in my life, and I've even read about it. I have a book of love, I guess, if I remember correctly, from Osho, which is a great book and explains the concept very well. And I remember when I first time read it, I kind of understood what I read, but not really, because the concept is mind-blowing to most of the people. And let me explain what is unconditional love. Basically, it means that if you love someone unconditionally, you are happy even if that person doesn't love you, doesn't want to be with you, loves someone else, wants to be with someone else, and you are still happy and glad, and you are like doing everything you can to make the other person happy. Now it sounds beautiful and it kind of feels good, and I'm pretty sure that deep inside, if someone hears about it, they like understand that, yeah, that's the right thing, that's how love should work. But now if you start thinking about maybe your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your spouse or your wife or whatever, and they would come to you like maybe today or tomorrow and tell you that, hey, I met someone, I fell in love, I don't know, I fell in love with someone, and now I want to be with them and not with you. How would you feel? Would you be happy for them? Now be honest. Or would it hurt like a motherfucker? And and maybe you even would like to, I don't know, if you're a man like me, kick that other guy's ass and be done with that. Whatever other feeling besides that you feel love and happiness for your partner. If you feel anything else, you don't love unconditionally. That's it. That's so simple. So it took me a long time to understand what is unconditional love. And it was your mother with whom I realized it, and I kind of arrived to that point. Yeah, it was after we broke up. After that, I had my enlightenment moment. First, I had my mental total collapse, and then suddenly, it's called the Satori moment. You can Google it, or maybe I'll do a video about it. The enlightenment moment, where within 1 second, you get so much information, and you get so clear on either on one topic or various things. I got all my questions answered, why our relationship turned out the way it was, what did I do, what did she do, who I was, why I was the way I was, who I want to become, who I am today. It all happened in a fraction of the second. And basically after that, after analyzing myself, I kind of arrived to the point where I could honestly say that what I felt for your mother, and still do, always, because she's your mother and she has a special place in my heart until I die. And it's unconditional love, because I do want her to be happy. And while it makes me sad that it wasn't me who could make her happy, I'm still happy for her. I still want her to have everything she wants, she desires. I want her to experience the love in full capacity. I want her, hopefully someone someday will love her unconditionally while they are together. And of course I want the same thing for me. I want the same thing for you, my little love. I want you, my little loves, to one day, when you're watching this video already, to find yourself, or not find, but I hope that the right person comes to your life who can love you unconditionally, because that is the most beautiful thing in the world. And you, I hope you can love unconditionally. It doesn't mean that there's no passion, that there's no compatible love. No, basically, if you combine those first two, and you have this extra something special. I don't know what makes people love unconditionally. I think some people are capable, some are not. And I believe that the more self-conscious you are, the more the more, not spiritual, but the more spiritually educated you are, the more you know about how our universe works, the more you study, the more you learn, the more you analyze yourself, the more you feel, the more capable you are to actually love unconditionally. That's my thought. And of course, your daddy loves you unconditionally. There's no question about it. Like any parent, like every parent does. So that was my take on what is love. And I love you, my little lovely daughters. And to everyone else, I love you too. I don't see you, but I love you. I wish you all the best. And of course, subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified. And I hope that you have love in your life, and that's amazing. Pop out.